Okie dokie. So this isn't exactly going to be a state of dev strings. I don't have the energy for it at the moment. There have been several improvements to the planner over the past month or so. Primary one of which I'm showing off right now, which is the broadcast view. This is a view which synchronizes to whatever pool I'm clicking on. Obviously syncs with the history that's in the main view. Implemented this just so I don't have the entire page taking up the screen when I'm streaming. There's additional features that are in. It's now possible to share URLs with people of your production plans via the Google Drive integration. That's currently going through a verification step at the moment, though. So there may be issues using it until it's past the verification. Let's see, West 1. Did we get all of the things done in here? No, I want the East one. I've got my directions mixed up. Okay. So the steel ingot hasn't got any shit on it. It's a bit weird. You can tell it's been a while since I did this bit because I lost track of where I was. Yeah, this is me iron and coal redistribution floor. I'm going to be on the floor downstairs. Yeah. Those are wrong, probably. Okay, so we've got fuel generators doing some stuff. Got turbo fuel doing some stuff. Right. Now, aside from it being a while since I've been doing streaming with the planner stuff, it's actually been a while since I've been here specifically. So I know that on the packaged turbo fuel line I've got the line, I mean it's literally just like this bit here. Should go back through the production line. It's got the empty canister. Turbo fuel hasn't been set up. Yeah, how much are we making? We are making 15 a minute, so let's put that in. That's not the recipe we're using now. Coal? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is making 15 a minute. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so we've got 15 a minute compacted coal. is going out to should be highlighted. There it is. Why is it highlighted for packaged turbo fuel? Oh no, it's just because it needs ingredients, not because it needs compacted coffee. That's a bit off. Right. Yeah, it probably would have been funnier if you'd have been looking at the original view, because at the moment you're just seeing the let's see if I can alt tab to that window. There it is. You're looking at this view, so you're not seeing like the things that I'm seeing, which is one of the the downsides of this view. Like the entire intent of this, the broadcast view is, oh, I only want the information that's necessary. It's like saying, oh, I'm managing this pool right now, but you're not getting the full interaction. I suppose that, like one thing I could do, I'm not going to bother putting it on the issue tracker, but something I could do in theory is have shareable URLs that sync over like WebRTC or some shit that allows people to see what I'm looking at live, so they don't have to have the entire screen being taken up by it. I mean, the alternative is to just put a little tiny window up so you can see like mouse movement around it, maybe. Probably gave myself the more complicated job out of it. So, heavy oil residue. Okay, then we're making 15 unit a minute empty canister, that's up there. I'm not doing any parts reduction for these here, that's all the way down there. So we are unpacking 15. Okay, that looks like it's stuck. Have uncaught in promise P. Let's just save that because it's concerning. Again, let's get into the issue of fouling up when it gets to that bit. Expecting, oh great, it's the infinite loop thing. So there's some code in the production planner, like the underlying library, not like that's the guts of it, not the UI, that detects infinite recursions, and it's meant to resolve them. Now, the issue I'm seeing here is that we've got a sum series fraction call being made, and I've got one-to-one issue coming out. I think it's to do with like the input not being taken into account, because if the input actually, that's a point. The input says 0. The input should be saying something more than 0. Package turbo, so because the package turbo fuel is being sent to the does the output show up on the broadcast view? Oh, well, because the planner's frozen because of the thing, so it's not showing up. Never mind. Right, so because the way production thinking works. Now, if I switch over to the views, I can explain this better. Here we go. So the way production thinking works, and because of the fact I haven't implemented storage and overflow, I'm sending 15 to both places, and because there's no warehouse to say, like, this is overflowing, the output goes straight to the next thing in the line. That's currently getting 0. Which is why it's trying to do like an infinite loop thing. So it's saying we are producing turbo fuel by unpackaging turbo fuel. We have an input of packaged turbo fuel. So it's trying to do like an infinite recursion of unpackaged package. So the solution there is you just knock that down to 0. And that way, when we go back to unpackaged turbo fuel, aside from like the calculation process finishing, we can now see that the input is fully satisfied. Another way of resolving this would have been to put manual input on for 15 turbo fuel, because the whole don't have overflow implemented yet. That might be something for us to work on in the run-up to 1.0, to be honest. Because once 1.0 lands, the thing I'll be working on is updating docs.json.ts. Anyway, let's switch back let's switch that back to the broadcast view. Not the dev tools. Where's it gone? There we are. Of course, now I have to reopen the broadcast view. There we are. Okie dokie. Where were we? Okay, so that's getting that. Turbo fuel should go to the fuel generators. except the fuel generators are in as actual the building, not the power, because I haven't implemented well, fuel generators as a thing in the planner, which like that's one of the things I should work on in the run up to 1.0 as well. Right, empty canister. If I set that to 0, go back in here, and the UI is broken. There we go, that's weird. Although I am in a session that triggered a known bug, so that's not surprising. Okay, heavy oil residue, that needs to go... Okay, obviously I need to reload this this thing. There we go. Heavy oil residue. Goes to turbo fuel. Polyres will go to sink when that gets implemented. Package turbo fuel. This says we need 3.75 unit a minute copper sheets. Is that what we're actually making, or are we making more? Well, we've got everything in on the planner, so there's that. And I think we're making more because of the whole rifle ammo thing. So we've got 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5. So we've got 5 times 9.5 being made. Change the default recipe for the ammo factory. If I can remember where it is, there it is. So 3.75 goes up to here. That's not the order things are happening in at the moment, but that's not what I'm fussed about right now. And that needs 7.5 iron plate, which it is getting. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, turbo rifle ammo. We are making 250 a minute. Okay, and there's a separate manifold for the actual ammo turbo fuel, which means we are making 30 unit a minute of turbo fuel. We're using the same recipe, so it's not like that big of a complication. If I was going to rebuild this, one of the things I might do is overflow the packaged turbo fuel first into here, then into the fuel generators. So then I'd have a, you know, smaller footprint. Hypothetically, at some point, this facility should be expected to run like a completely empty packaged turbo fuel storage and a completely empty turbo rifle ammo storage. At the moment, it's overflowing. It's just like this stuff doesn't overflow into fuel gen. It's a bit hinky. The fortunate thing is this stuff doesn't get packaged, so yay. Now, are we building in the casing? Because I'm not seeing bauxite on the line. Oh, yeah, it's supply fed. That's why. So we should flag that up in the input. Oh, there's no for it to be packaged. That's nice. Casing. So we put the full 15 in there. That'll knock off like the entire bauxite processing chain. So I'm send 15 of that to turbo rifle ammo. Even though it's two physically separate manifolds. I went over this ages ago. There's a like I could put in multiple manifolds, but I'd have to like name them separately. It's just easier for us planning the resources coming into the building. If I just treat these two refineries as just one big thing. Turbo rifle. So the rifle ammo's next. It says we need 125. Which belt is that coming in on? Oh, here. Yep, so that is actually what we're making. Cool. Doop. There we go, there's the ingredients list satisfied. Now look at the copper sheets. It looks like we're getting 25 copper sheets a minute. We still have some copper sheets left over. Where are we sending it? Oh, we're making actual rifle ammo as well. Okay. Is that lock getting sunk? Well, given that that stuff's both backed up, that must be getting sunk in the warehouse floor. Right, that means we're making more of this shit. 1.5 times 2, so plus 75 on the rifle ammo. Which means plus 15 on the copper sheets. That means we have 3.75 unit a minute of copper sheet left over. Did I forget that the manifold was doubled, or did I make a manifold doubled? So we've got 3.75 here. So 3.75 plus 12.5 times 2. So that's the 25 that we've got in on the input, like the first lot of input. And then we've got the plus 7.5 times 2, which is the thing that shouldn't have any available. So that says 43.75. That is how much I'm making, isn't it? Oh, right, I'm actually making more. Okay. Right, so we need to underclock these a bit. So we need to do 43.75 divided by 5, so that's 8.75. This is one of the reasons why there's that sign outside saying the signs on the side of the wall might be inaccurate. Because the signs on the side of the wall would have been set to what I'm actually producing, not what I need to produce. So if an error was made and then it was compounded, then we end up with this problem. Yeah. Is the copper ingots coming out at all? Doesn't look like they are. So I only need 87.5 copper ingots. And how much am I making? I'm making 57.5. That's a little odd. We'll have to fix that shortly. Yeah, we can do that. That should be hinting Mark II belt on the UI, not saying Mark 1 belt. Oh, that's for the raw ore. That's fine. Yeah, but doesn't say Mark II. So yeah, that's one of the other features that's snuck in the past month is the conveyor belt and pipelines got added. Rifle ammo. So it says we need 10 smokeless powder. So we've got, 2 times 5. Plus 2 times 8.3 recurring. So just enter that. We'll copy this calculation over into the planner, stick the R on for recurring. Oh yeah, we need to set the default heavy oil residue recipe as well. I'm forgetting to turn off the auto recalculate. There we go. So this smokeless powder is going to go over to the rifle ammo. Even though it's two separate manifolds, I'm just going to put it over as one amount. Hang on a second, that wasn't meant to be plastic, that was meant to be smokeless powder. What the hell? Where has to be smokeless powder at? Oh, it's my Novelisk. Okay, so we've got 10 minutes, that's 20 there. I'm confused. Am I making too much smokeless powder? Have I put the wrong number in? It's 2 times 10. So we've got this might be where I picked up the 2 times 5 thing from. So that's 4.16 recurring. Heavy oil residue times 2. Going to smokeless powder. Alright, we've got an undersupply. the 2 times 5 there. So this says we need 36.6 recurring total black powder being made. Not including the Novelisk's black powder. Okay, so we're making 10 Novelisk a minute. .3 recurring times 2. I have a feeling I have a shortfall of black powder here. Because this says need 20 a minute. This says we need 36.6, which is how much we're making here. So yeah, we're underproducing black powder. Unless we're producing black powder back here. But I think the coal and sulfur here is specifically for turbo fuel, compacted coal. Yeah, there's another supply. Can I even do that? Yeah, I can't actually produce that much. So we need 20 going out to Novelisk. And then we need the remainder going out to smokeless powder. Okay, compacted coal. Where are we using that? Okay, 7.5. 7.5, so should we be doing 7.5 in these two? Yep, so that's that 15 that's on the board at the moment. And then the plus 15 for the one back here. It's all going to turbo fuel. I might need to reload this because it's showing plastic on the input and I can't remove it. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean disconnecting the broadcast view from the planner. Yeah, the input has disappeared. Cool. Let's get that view recycled. Okay. So smokeless powder, that's sorted. Residue sorted. Okay, so the next thing on the list is the Novelisk. So we need 20 unit a minute steel pipe. I think I'm making that all the way down here. Oh yeah, I'm literally making it here. So yeah, steel pipe, 20 minute. That's exactly what I'm making. So I was thinking for a second, why is copper ore showing up? It's because of iron alloy ingots and solid steel. It's really confusing when you forget, like, when you forget the details when you haven't been playing Satisfactory for a month. Like, that context memory isn't there, and it's just there. Alright, steel ingots. I need 30 minutes. Is that what I'm actually making? It is indeed. Send those over to steel pipe. And then that needs 20 iron ingot. So we should be making 31.25 iron ingot. We are making less. Okay, where does the items flow? Where's the iron plate shit at? Oh, totally over here. It's a separate thing. That's fine. Right, so that's 11.25. That's 20. Yeah, we're good. Right, aside from implementing some features, I think that's the planner finally done for this law. It's just taking us a month to gather up the energy to get around to doing it. I think I'll stop while I'm ahead. Like, there's other things I could be entering into the planner. Whether I have the energy for those, like to get them all done in one go, is a separate matter. So, yeah. I'm going to get this copied out. Make sure to switch over to the main branch, because I have an experimental branch going at the moment. Because I think they, well, let's see, how many branches got it running at the moment? Okay, so there is the main branch, which is where the bulk of the UI development happens. There is the consents branch, which is like putting together the framework for any feature that requires consent of the user. There's the Google Drive branch, which builds off the consents branch. And there is the Planner plugins, Planner View plugins branch. And then the Google Drive and the Planner View plugins branch both go into the experimental branch. Although I've demonstrated here that most of the features seem to be working, so I can just go ahead and merge the Planner View plugins branch into the main branch. Let's put the PS code. So first step, click on the main branch. Now I do have the Google Drive support in at the moment, but it's not on the main branch yet because I'm waiting until this whole Google verification steps passed before I do that. Because I'm having, well, this morning or last night I ended up having to update the privacy policy because it wasn't specific enough with the description of how little data I'm actually using. There we go. Oh, hang on a second, we should run prettier on that. You can see the slight colour difference there. It did actually make changes to it. As you can see there, the version of the save file format's changed. We ain't got to load it today because we've still got that auto upgrade feature still in. All the changes in values. And it looks like we removed some turbo fuel. I don't remember removing turbo fuel. I remember changing the amounts. So we've changed where stuff's going as well. Doing save file in sync with, I don't want to call it dev stream because it wasn't really formatted as a dev stream. Let's call it latest stream. Okay, now I'm going to merge in the Planner View plugins branch. Oh, it was prefixed with features. Okay, push on main. We're gonna delete the local copy of the branch. remote copy. Because it's merged into main now. And we can check out the experimental branch. Merge the main branch into it. Right, so then we'll just delete the local build copy. Run that out. I'll not leave the stream running while that's building. I'll just update the site after the end of the stream. So that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.